Hi, everybody.
That's not how this goes. Let's try this again.
Do you want me to start over?
Oh my gosh, I was not ready for that. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 104 of Sold with Updike Pugh.
Yeah, I'm Jeff Updike.
I'm Weston Pugh, and that is...
We're going to have fun today.
Wow. I did not get enough sleep for this. That I was not ready for. Wow. Beautiful weather outside.
It is.
We hope everyone is having a great Wednesday and enjoying lunch, and you're able to tune in. And if you have questions during the show, let us know. And as we go over these properties, just know that in the comments, they'll be there, and you can comment, like, or if you want to go see them, we'd be happy to show them to you.
Yep.
So how's it been so far since we've last been on the
Let's see.
show?
It's been a week. You know what? I think fall is here.
Fall is here.
You know, last week we talked about going to have the Fletcher's corn dog at a Golden Chick restaurant, which was really good. And then I think the weather kind of reinforced that fall is here because we've had some really cool nights. I mean, some days it's been too cold to get up and go ride in the morning. So
I actually heard the term summer's back has been broken. And I was like, ooh, I like that. It has been broken. But one of the things that we have noticed is that we always talk about inventory on the homes. Mm-hmm. And right now, still within Dallas and surrounding areas, if the house is priced right and it is clean, it is flying off the market. I had a client this morning, and we've got portals set up for them. And they sent me 5 homes. So pull up 5 to go show. There's 1 left. Mm-hmm. So it's very interesting, and it's not all price points. You know, some are hotter than others, but we are seeing quite a bit of uptick right now.
Yeah,
still.
it is. But you know, and inventory is relaxing just a bit. You know, even Anthony Jackson's weekly update that we got last week talked about how inventory had grown from 2.3 months of inventory to 2.6 months of inventory. Or 2.4, it expanded just a bit anyway. So there are still houses that are coming on the market every day, and we've got, I think we've got 3 coming on next week, and they'll all be in, you know, moderate price points, and they'll all be, you know, they're all in great shape, just kind of move in ready.
It is a very interesting time, and rates still amazing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the clients that we had under contract right now and had everything finally worked out on Friday. Visiting with him and the lender today, and they are not even doing an appraisal. Mm-hmm. They are, what was the term that you used?
It's a property inspection waiver.
Very interesting. It was great for him because it saves him $400 to $600 because he doesn't have to pay for that. Doesn't have any effect, as you were saying earlier, on this interest rate if it came in low, which on this negotiations, we have no problems. Mm-hmm. So it's a great time to still get out there, putting your house on the market. It is, again, visiting with our clients and getting those houses squared in tip-top shape, I think is really critical right now.
Yeah, there are some houses that just, I mean, they show really well at Christmas time. We have one that's going to be coming on the market probably in the next couple of months or so up in Stonebriar, or Stonebridge Ranch, Stonebriar Country Club, Stonebriar.
Yep.
And that one looks amazing at Christmas time. They put so much effort into how they decorate it in the entryway, and they've got kids, and I mean, it is like Christmas exploded at their house.
It's happening.
Yeah.
So today we've decided we're going to do 2 houses. They are amazing. Mm-hmm. One of them is on Shelby, and it's funny because I put one under contract on Shelby, and then we brought this listing on. You and I were lost one day this week discussing Shelby. I was talking about the one I was selling, and you're talking about the one we were bringing up. We could not get it squared away. So let's go ahead and jump into that one.
Okay. Our first one today is 2727 Shelby Avenue, unit number R. And this is in a great little 25-unit complex that is right at the corner of Shelby and Congress. And from a location perspective, it can't be beaten. If you're wanting that real urban lifestyle, that real convenient factor that comes into play, this is the one for you. Has great access to Oak Lawn, great access to I-35, great access to the tollway. If you work in the medical district, whether it be the Baylor Medical District or the UT Southwestern Medical District, this could be a perfect place for you.
So one of the things that really has kicked off the development of this neighborhood is that Trammell Crow has renovated and has created a really great facility that's right there at the old Parkland Hospital at Maple and Oak Lawn. And that really has created this backfill that's happening. We're seeing a lot of high-end mid rises and high rises that are also coming in that little area. Matt Edwards also with our company had I think 8 townhomes just on the other side of Shelby right here, and they sold them all this summer. So this is a little neighborhood that's really getting going. Total Wines just brought a little kind of like a little satellite medium-sized store, and then a brand new Starbucks is actually in walking distance now, also in this whole area.
Yeah, you can get your caffeinated, you can get your alcohol, you
Yeah.
can get, you can take your dog to the groomer all
Yeah,
within
that's
about
true.
a block and a half. So
So it is a really strong walkable neighborhood, and I think the walkability score was in the
84, 85, I believe.
I bet it's a little higher.
Yeah, this is a really good friend of mine owns this house and that we're selling, or this condo that we're selling, and it is like we've been to lots of Halloween parties there where we walk over to the Cedar Springs Strip.
Oh, yeah.
After, and it's all a very comfortable walk. You also walk down to the Grapevine Bar, which is
That's
you
true.
know, 2.5 blocks away.
Sunday Funday.
Oh my
at its
gosh,
best.
that's a great time there.
So this is let's see, this is a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It is a 2-story. It comes in at 962 square feet, and it is a gated community. And you can see that it does still have a walk up like as a house with this little common area of grass. It's been well landscaped. They've gone through and done some great extras as they moved out. So they had it completely painted, and they also had brand new carpet installed. And so these are things that we kind of help our clients with so that they know how to get top dollar for their homes.
Yes, and this has wood floors on the first floor that go all the way into the kitchen. As you can see there, you've got great access out to this private patio. Does have wood burning fireplace, does have a half bath there on that level. High ceilings, great lighting. It is turnkey move-in ready.
And so it's a really great way that it's set up, giving you a lot more space just to entertain and have more living space and figure out how much of it you need to dedicate towards dining. And then the kitchen, again, it is a galley kitchen that has wood grain, marble, smooth top countertop, and built-in microwave. And it's situated so that it's very efficient, but it also doesn't take up a huge amount of space in this condo. And that's a really great thing, because sometimes when they get too big in these condos, it's a real waste, because if you think about it, it's not what we use them mostly for now.
Yeah, and the bedrooms are both upstairs, kind of share the full bath. As Weston mentioned earlier, they've had brand new carpet installed. They've just had all of this painted that has plantation shutters in it, which are really, really nice. Big double door open walk-in closets. And the laundry center is up on this level as well.
So not only does it have the walk-in closets, but the other thing too, I'll point out, just because it's important to me, is that it does have can lights. And so its ability for it to be easily set up. You can see symmetry kind of is one of the elements that is on the first floor and on the second floor in these bedrooms. So it makes setting up your house a lot easier and quicker.
Yeah, the bathroom in this was redone in the last few years. So you've got double sink vanity. You have the big stand-up walk-in shower where the tub used to be. So it's a really kind of an oversized shower stall, and it's just turnkey. I mean, you just walk in.
And outdoors, the space, you don't have to worry too much about mowing and weeding and whatnot, because there's a limited amount of space around the edges of the fence. But as you can see, the fence is going to be on the newer. And then you also have covered parking, and it's also gated as well. So a really great area. Whomever buys this condo is going to have immediate friends in this complex, and also a really great walkable lifestyle.
So 2727 Shelby Avenue, unit number R, 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It actually has 2 car spots. One is covered, one's uncovered. Built in 1980, and it is priced at $269,000, and that brings it in about $280 a square foot.
Excellent place. And so in the comments below, you'll see a link to it. You can click on that. And if you want more information about it, would like to go see it, let us know, and we can make that happen.
Absolutely.
All right. So the next house that we're going to do, we're going to take and skip just to the other side into Oak Cliff. And this was, you and I were talking about this. This is one of the very first houses that are not this one, but this complex. This is one of the first ones I ever toured. And I remember being so distinctly taken by this one for its views, but also because I thought that area at first, I was like, whoa, where are we going? And now, how many years later, 13 years later, I'm like, oh, this is nothing.
Yeah.
This is amazing. And so this one that we're going to look at is going to be 408 Trinity River Circle, and it is in Dallas. And again, like I said, it's in the cliff, and it's amazing. Some of the best views ever in Dallas. A lot of times when people move into the cliff, what they're doing is they're trying to be on this side or the west side of Dallas because they need to have that commute ability, and this is great for that for you.
Yes, from a location perspective, you've got great access to I-30, great access to I-35. There are really easy ways. If you happen to work in North Dallas, there are super easy ways to get around downtown to make the commute going north, whether it's on 35 or on the tollway. And as Weston said, you're located just right on the southwest side of the Trinity River banks there. And this is one of those communities that was kind of a little bit ahead of its time, I think.
Yeah.
Came on the market. I think these were built in 2003 or 4.
Something like that.
And, the people that bought down there now are reaping the benefits of buying down there because it was a much less expensive community at the time.
Much less. And the other thing, too, is that even when these were constructed, they didn't have the Calatrava to get over.
Yeah, that's true.
And so it wasn't the same way and easy to get like it is today because that really has opened things up. And so this is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, a 2-car garage. And as you can see here, when you pull into this gated community, each one has a small amount of yard space, but this one actually has the largest amount of gated little yard. Perfect for your little 4-legged friend, able to run around on Saturday mornings and take advantage of this.
Or 2-legged.
Or two. Wow, that's a little
Gated.
2-legged. That's true. That's true. And walking
Lock
in
the gate.
here, you can see that you're going to have a great color palette. Again, neutrals, whites, the off gray that you have here. And there is frosted doors that overlook. And then you have your first bedroom downstairs, which is a great one as well.
It really is, and they use this as a music room and a workout room, and it's still big enough that this could be a great 3rd bedroom very easily. And as you come upstairs, you come to this landing that's got a lot of real charm and character to it based on the different elevations that you have. Where you first walk into the living room, you're really on one level, and then the kitchen's up a couple of steps.
And one of the things that a lot of times new construction loses is that it ages itself because it's not a style anymore, but these were built, and today we are still seeing people love these windows are floor to ceiling and wide. It really adds a lot of natural light, and one of the things that homeowners have taken advantage of that, and they have succulents throughout this neighborhood or throughout this house. So this right here is a dining room, and it's great the way that it's situated as it connects both to the living room and then across into a really great open kitchen.
Yeah, they were really kind of thinking ahead when they designed these because this floor plan wasn't as popular then, or with the kitchen opening
Right.
to the dining room. It was really kind of a new thing in the market then, and it's something that I think has really stood the test of time.
So the appliances are stainless steel, and one of the things you're going to see in this next picture is that they do a double oven, and the way that they've configured it is my favorite. Well, I guess we're going to skip that, but it's a double oven side by side, and it's really great. Moving upstairs to the 3rd floor, you're going to see that you have, again, these repeating large windows throughout, and just some great elements all around.
Yeah, and both of the bedrooms up here have bathrooms en suite with them. This is the master bedroom that's got all of this amazing light coming in, and they did the I think these are all bottom top
Correct. Shades.
shades. Thank you. That really can give you that privacy if you want to have it, but still let lots of light in.
And as you move into the master bedroom, again, you're going to see separate vanities, or separate sinks, which is so great. Lots and lots of mirror space, built-in sconces, and then on the other side, a large jacuzzi tub, I believe, and then the window there. But again, top down, top up, and then take it on this.
Oh my gosh. Where else in the city can you have a view like that?
It is, you're absolutely right. It is one of the rare views, and so many seating options here. This is another seating option that you have. And again, it's not like you're on top of your neighbor, and so there is privacy on these.
And they use Trex or a Trex product like product for the decking up there, so it's going to have a good long-lasting life with your rooftop.
And then you have additional space in the community there if you needed more space for all of your little 4-legged, 2-legged friends. And then again, what we're trying to do here is highlight the importance of being able to commute back and forth.
This is the train station that's only about half a block down from the condo.
And so this is 408 Trinity River Circle. It's a 2-bedroom, 2 1/2 bath, 2-car garage. 2006 is when it was built. 2254 square feet, and it's 515, which is 228 a foot. And we want to say thank you so much to Susan Melnick and Olga Salinas for allowing me to highlight the home. It is amazing.
It really is. Thank you very much.
And so if you'd like any information about this or other homes in the area, please click on the comments below, and it'll take you to our website. Or if you just want to direct messages, we'd be happy to hear from you.
And if you're watching us on our Facebook, reach over and click the like button. If you're with us on YouTube, then we'd like for you to subscribe, and we'll be right back. There are lots of ways to keep up with us. Visit and like our Facebook page to watch us live and get updates about future show topics. Also, visit our Instagram account where you can see the latest homes we have for sale. You can also check out our website at updikepugh.com, where you can create customized searches of active and sold homes that you may find of interest. If you'd like to know how much your home is worth, visit homeprice.fyi and you can get a price instantly. Just enter your address and a couple of other pieces of information and we will email you a price. If you are on the go and podcasts are better for you, our second segments are available on iTunes and Spotify. Last of all, you can reach out to us by phone or text at 214-377-2223. Welcome back to our second segment of Sold with Updike Pugh, episode number 104. And today we've been talking about how we've got all these buyers that we're working with, and some people you show 5 houses to, and some people you show 80 houses to. Well, hopefully not 80, but I think we've done that before. But
And it was interesting because what we're talking about with the buyers is one of the clients that we had, they had this little information, and I thought it was very interesting about how to determine if the house is right for you. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like so many times that people get so much information, and it's coming in from so many different areas, from so many different participants, from some that aren't even participants that still feel like they need to weigh in. And it gets
the unmarried marriage counselors.
Oh my gosh, aren't they there? I think in the last couple of weeks we've had a lot of third basemen on the grounds with us. But we wanted to take, and these were really, I was hearing this happen, and I thought, this is some really great stuff, because sometimes you just don't know, and this kind of helps you begin to get all of your little butterflies in a row, so you can begin to make a clearer decision. And these are true.
They are. I always tell people, when I say always, but I really do always tell buyers, you're going to know when it's the right house. You're going to feel it, because I had that feeling when I bought my house. I mean, I walked into it and I knew this was my house. Right. So, but what were the points that you are bringing, or that you're bringing to us today, really kind of carried in a little bit more detail than just that. So I was really excited.
And it was one of the first things that we've talked about, and I think that this is always true, is even from new home sales, is when people begin to walk through the house and imagine where their furniture goes. I think that it has always been a really clear tell that kind of helps you and I and other agents to know when, okay, now we really have to start digging on getting enough information to help them make this decision. But it is one of the big steps.
It is, and it's really when they start doing it in detail. I think everybody really kind of walks in and kind of figures out, how am I going to live in this house? But it's when they start talking about specific pieces that they own, that or they're going to be bringing with them, because sometimes people move and they don't take anything with them.
So when I was in new home sales, this is when I knew we were going to get it, because San Antonio was a very military-oriented town. And do you know what a shrunk is? So a shrunk is a wooden closet that is purchased usually when they're in England or overseas, and they love them and they bring them back. And they're enormous, because I guess apparently the housing over there doesn't have closets. And so they're enormous, and they're always like, well, where am I going to put my shrunk? And if I heard it once, I heard it 100 times. And I was like, oh, those shrunks, they're too big. Just leave it somewhere.
That builder should have started putting those on the floor plans.
Like, your shrunk will fit right here.
Here's the dimension. This is where it goes.
We also noticed that if people sit down on other people's furniture, I call it sticky time. And that's when we start really realizing, hey, they're starting to take it in and like, ooh, how does the whole thing fit?
Yep.
So, yep. And what's another one?
That your most important boxes are checked. And this really talks about, everybody's got their list of things that they're looking for in their new home. And there might be 10 things on there. There might be 20 on there. rarely do we ever get a house that has all of that in there, but you find the one that's got most of them.
Right. And I think that that's the key thing, and prioritizing the important ones. Because if most of the boxes are checked, but they're not your key, I think that's a little bit, you may want to slow down just a hair, because that's when you're like, oh, I'm trying to fit into it because it looks so great, or, oh, my friends live in the neighborhood, but does it really fit your lifestyle? I think we have to be careful about that and really isolate what are your big boxes. And when those get checked, that's when we need to slow down. And so knowing ahead of time what you would consider to be a big box that needs to be checked, and so that can help you identify, oh yeah, that is one. Oh yeah, that does fit my budget the best.
Yeah, it really does. And that's a really important thing to kind of watch, is how many of those things. We've got several clients right now that actually bring notebooks with them.
Yes.
And it's really interesting to watch, because I think one of them, I see a page that has all of his important things down. He writes the address at the top, and then he begins like checking boxes off, literally checking boxes off.
And the other thing too, and that's a totally different point, but the deal is taking notes, because you won't remember that house very well. But also, if we show you 15 in one day, there's no way you're going to remember what the second house was.
No.
Zero.
No, it's hard for us to remember 15 homes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, once I see the pictures, I can get it. But, So the other thing too that happens is that the home becomes the bar against which all other homes are compared. And this is so true. Like suddenly the house, you'll reference it and you won't even realize you'll reference it. You'll be like, oh, do you remember that house that was on the corner with the big tree in the front yard? Well, if you're doing that, if you're going back to the big house on the tree in the corner with a big, that's the one that you really need to like examine one more time.
yeah,
And so
it really is. And it becomes the one that everything from that point forward gets compared to. Even if you wait another day and go out and look at other properties, if that one keeps coming back up, that's always a good sign to me that one's got some real significance to them.
absolutely. And it's so interesting because you have to hear yourself saying it, because you don't always realize that you're saying it. It's like you don't always realize you're snoring, but you're snoring. And this is one of those things.
You heard that? Anyway.
I know I do. What's the last one, Jeff?
The last one is you're already planning to go back to the home.
Yeah.
And that it kind of ties in with the one right before, because you do talk about that, you continue to reference back to that home, and then, well, let's go back over there again. Let's go back and look at that one also. And you feel an internal draw to do that.
The other thing too you'll see is that people, if you think that somebody else in your family or in your decision-making wheelhouse needs to see the house, that really is becoming one of the ones. If you don't think that they need to see the other ones, then it's not important. That's not the one for you.
Yeah, I agree.
And so one of the things, just kind of, we've always said that the option period after a contract has been executed is your time to control the contract. And so getting that time where the house is yours, but you can still terminate and get your earnest money back, it's so critical. And I think people get really nervous, but this is that one time, especially right now when things are like whipping up, that if you can grab that option period and control the contract, you're so much smarter. And that's what you taught me, that when I first got into the business, that it is your turn to dance and nobody else's. But if you don't get there, just let the music play.
Yeah, that's it, especially in today's really competitive market. So I hope these have been helpful to you today, because they are things that we see happen. If you're ready to begin the process to look for a house, please reach out to us. We'd love to help you. If you're a current homeowner and considering maybe a move up or a move down and just want to get some market information about your home, we're happy to share that with you.
And remember, we want to be your realtors for life.